Today we're removing the rear speakers from a Honda Accord. This is a simple process. We're going to start with disconnecting the main connector first. There are triggers on both sides of this connector that you squeeze into it and it allows you to disconnect the connector. Next we have three 10mm bolts that secure this whole entire frame together, and we're going to remove all three of these bolts to get access. We have a full library of removal guides on our website at carstereohelp.com. Also, we're going to have posted the wire color codes for installing aftermarket speakers here. If you need help with that, see our website. Now that we have all three of these screws removed, we're going to push the screw wrap out of the back deck and remove it. This is now going to give us access to the back of the plate. We have our three 10mm bolts, and we're going to go back to a Phillips now and remove the four Phillips screws, 1, 2, 3, 4, that secures this assembly together. And this is going to give us access to the speaker here in a moment. The problem we originally had here in this system was we knew with the age of the car that the speakers had all deteriorated because it sounded distorted with more bass and so on. And we were able to look up through the back of the trunk through the frame of the speaker, and we saw sunlight through the speaker, which meant that the foam surround on the speaker has deteriorated and separated from the main speaker. So now that we have these four screws removed, this is going to allow us to remove the cover. We have here in the cover some pieces of the foam surround here, and you can see the foam surround is missing around the entire speaker. So now we're going to remove the three remaining screws for the speaker. We're going to note that here on the speaker cone we have two black pieces coming out here. This is where the speaker connector is, and we want to make sure that when we put the new speaker in that you get the connector this side. It'll be closest to the wire connector. So we know that the speakers go to this corner. We're going to remove these three screws that secure the speaker into this housing. Then we're going to check our website to make sure we get the speaker wiring correct. And what we're going to end up doing when we go to the aftermarket speaker is using the wires that are supplied with it. Usually it's a pigtail of 6 to 8 inches. Sometimes they supply a bundle of wire, but you really need the last couple of inches of the wire harness. Like I mentioned, we're going to notice where the connector is. The connector is here for the speakers, so we're going to make sure that this gets over to this side of the enclosure. We're going to put this down in. We're going to bolt this speaker back into the frame, and we're going to come back to the original wire harness that was hanging down here. And what we're going to do is cut these wires off and splice the provided speaker wires that came with the speaker. The black stripe will hook to the negative. The common solid color will hook to the positives. Again, see our website for speaker coding, wire colors, and so on. Hope this video has been helpful. Please subscribe, and thank you for watching.